Rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. And back deep, Gunnar Olszewski. Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start the drive with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Pickett back to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
This is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony Schwartz, 73 yards. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. To the right side and complete to Hurst. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. On the move past the 40. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Burrow will throw. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding Chase on a great grab. Gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And Tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
7-7, our score after 1. Now a first down carry for Harris. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. And it's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That'll give him 8 that time. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Flushed out right. Pickens is there on the crossing route. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Here we go. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, you had an offense working with a couple. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd and 12,
Pickett finds Pickens out right.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he goes out right around the 39. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And some space here.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Pickett to throw on first down. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
2nd and 20. Now the man from nearby Columbus, Ohio, Benny Snell. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And Hayden Hurst, only year as the unquestioned starter, he had 571 yards and 6 touchdowns for Atlanta. The Bengals, they remembered him when he was a player with the Baltimore Ravens and liked his game. So when they needed a new starter, he was their choice, and he gets them a first down here.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And Burrow going to throw again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Mixing up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. DJ Reader there on the tackle. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. They run straight ahead with Snell. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On the give, this is Harris, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Pittsburgh, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the